welcome back to the channel. My name is Nancy Edith, and today we are going to be talking about some of the information that you need to know when starting a successful hair business. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and click that notification bell so that you don't miss any video from this channel. Let us get started. Hair extension is a multi-million business. So to tap the bracing, you need to do some of the following. And one is research. Just like any other business in the world, hair extensions needs research. What do you want to research for hair business? You need to research about the industry itself. What is going on in the industry? What is really happening in the areas of hair extensions? You need to research about the textures because we have many textures. We have deep wave, we have kink curly, straight, jelly curly. You need to understand all these hair extension textures. And you need to understand the length because you will never identify which length is this, which one stops here. You need to identify all the kinds of length when it comes to hair extensions. And then still you need to understand the types of hair extensions because we have wigs, we have tape-ins, we have wefts, we have clip-ins, we have nano rings, we have a lot of hair extensions. So you need to know which kind of hair extensions that you are willing to sell. Or maybe you know what you're going to sell, especially maybe wigs or wefts, what we call them bundles, but still you need to understand. You need to understand the laces, the transparent lace, HD lace. You need to understand which one, the behavior of those both laces and how they do look. You need to understand all that. You need to understand the category of hair extensions because we have processed hair and still we have raw hair. You need to understand those both categories of hair extensions. And still we have synthetic, we have human brained. You need to understand those kinds of hair extensions. Still you need to understand the language that is used in the market because there are a lot of grades. They'll be telling you 9A, 10A, 11A, 12A. You need to understand all that category, that kinds of grades that they are using in the market. At the same time, the names they give the hair extensions because they'll be like, oh, this is Peruvian hair, this is Cambodian, this is Russian, they'll be saying this is Brazilian, this is Indian, this is Malaysian. They'll be naming all those names to hair extensions, but in a real sense everybody knows that hair comes from, like 80% hair comes from Asia, countries like Vietnam, China and India. Those are the women that are giving us their hair for the sake of other women's beauty, you know. So you need to understand all this language because someone may say, oh, this is Cambodian hair, it is raw quality, and we're giving you Brazilian hair, high quality. How can hair be low or high quality? Okay, so it is the language they use sometimes to the wholesalers or the vendors. They want to trick the market or they want to find ways of selling it expensively to you, but you need to be wise. All of those you need to research about it. They should not give you hair extensions at a higher price because you don't know anything or you don't know any information. So you need to research everything before you go into the market. Before going into the market, and you need to research about, if you want to make more sales, still you need to research which products can you sell hand in hand with hair extensions, because there are some products that can go on with extensions, hair extensions, like age control, hair extension moisturizers. If you would like me to do the video about the products you can sell along with hair extensions, please leave the comment below. I'll be glad to do that video. Takes us to point number 2, which is identifying your ideal customers. Like, you have made your research, you understand the language, you understand the industry, you understand the market, and you understand the laces and all the stuff. Now it is time to come back on the ground and identify your ideal customers. Once you see that this is a group of people that I'm going to serve, it is going to help you to speak the same language that they understand. Like, for example, some people complain that my friends and families do not support. I'm glad my friends support. This is Jackie. She supported me. She always supports me. But some friends of mine, they have shorter hair. They don't like extensions. So they are not going to come here and support me overall. Okay, so don't just be their families and friends are not supporting me. It is because they were not your target customers. They were not your ideal customers. By doing this, you identify the people and start speaking the language they understand. This will drive your sales crazy. It will drive your sales crazy. Now that takes us to point number 3, finding a vendor. And this is where the business is, because without a product, you can't sell, right? What we need is hair extensions. If you'd like to find hair extension factories, you can go to Alibaba.com. Some people say AliExpress, but AliExpress sounds so much like our retail shop. So when you reach on Alibaba, search on wholesale hair factories. There will be thousands of them. Then you have to choose one. You test the hair, feel the hair, wear the hair. This one may take you a little bit of time because you need to test and you trust the company before you process for selling the hair. If you don't mind having a vendor list, I'm going to leave the vendor list below. Those are the vendors that I use. I'm going to leave you with the raw hair vendors and the processed hair vendors. There are going to be 5 vendors, and I'll be identifying for you that which one is good for what product. Okay, so I'm going to leave the link in the description box below, so that if you don't mind, because finding a vendor can be tricky. Not everyone is going to give you what you expect, or not everyone will say, oh, I need hair extensions, and they send you the right hair extensions. No, it may cost you a lot trying to find a vendor. But if you buy a vendor list for a start, it's going to help you to save time, to save stress, and to save money. But if you want to put more energy, it's okay. You can go test another vendor one after another until you find the right product. Even if you buy a vendor list, you need to buy this hair and test it for a first time. Once you confirm, I know which will you confirm, because it is a right vendor, they have right product. It is going to be helping you to start your own business. But sticking on one vendor, it is not very important, because sometimes some companies won't keep some companies may not keep the standard forever. So having a backup is really very important. And sometimes the challenge which is on Alibaba is the middlemen. They won't serve justice when it comes to pricing and shipping, and then the time of shipping, and keeping the quality, because then middlemen, what they do, they get hair from different companies. Once you text them, I need hair, of course they'll have to go and find it from another company, and the other day they'll go and find it from another company. So it is very difficult to keep the quality of the hair. So that takes us to point number 4, is finding a business name. Now you know what you're gonna sell. If it is wigs or wefts, it depends on what you're gonna sell. Then you're gonna be naming your company. That name is going to be the identity of your business. Remember, it is supposed to be unique and written well. There are some people who are calling themselves cosmetics and they start with a K. If people are looking for cosmetics, believe me, they will use a C. So proper writing is really very important. Your name has to be unique. No company must be having it. It's supposed to be your name by yourself. That takes us to point number 5, and this is where we have the vendor now, and we have identified our clients. Now it is time to talk to them. What are we going to do? We are going to open up social media platforms. Everyone knows since the outbreak of COVID-19, the entire world is on social media. So you open up your social media accounts. The famous social media platforms for hair extensions and hair products is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and sometimes Snapchat. And you may be having a famous one in your own country or in your own state. You may be having something different famous, but the mostly famous one is Instagram and Facebook. So name that, give the business name, get that business name and put it on social media and start taking photos and videos. Call people to wear your hair extensions and then start calling out the customers that you have identified. Tell the people what you have, what you've got in stock, what is out of stock. Start updating your customers through social media. And then on top of that, you need a website and a business email. A website is where you're gonna be selling your hair extensions, because you don't have a walk-in shop, your business is just starting, and now you need to make a living. It is time to open. Now it is better to have a website where people can shop online and pay online. So, and another thing you need to know about the hair industry is like, it is good. It's a good business. It's a good business. You just need to know how to market it, how to talk on behalf of your product, and how to sell your products. All right, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I believe we're gonna be meeting every week. We're gonna be meeting once a week. My page is all about teaching business and lifestyle. So when it comes to business and lifestyle, we need to grow together. I just give you some ideas about hair extensions. If you have any question about hair extensions, leave that question below. I'll be answering it in the comment sections below. Thank you so much, guys. Nancy Edith from Namasaka. Please consider subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. See you. Bye bye.